So anyway, hello, welcome back to the giant wall that is stuff that I have too much of. We got a lot of different things of different origins here, so let's see, what does stick through? Let's go through some bizarre things here first. So, last time I went to the Goodwill, I found some odd stuff. Now, the main thing I wanted to get was this VHS of Cyborg 009. Now, two things that was interesting about this was it says it's a promotional copy, not for sale, went on the bottom there in black. It might be kind of hard to see. So, I thought that was kind of... Oh, actually, shit. There's actually something I think... No, actually, that's fine. I thought I forgot something now. But, yeah, so it has 4 episodes on it, so kind of normal for VHS. But what was weird is now, Goodwills typically want you to get like 5 VHS tapes for $1. So, I got like some Disney stuff as the other ones, but there were 2 interesting things. I have no idea what language these are in, but they are some different language, and I think these are, I'm not 100% sure, I meant to go look them up, but I think these are like anime, like really old anime, but they are in a completely different language. This is Red Riding Hood on this one, and the cases are different. There were other stuff besides these, but I don't know what language these are in. But, yeah, it looks German. But, yeah, I'm like, these look like really old anime from the screenshots in them. So I was like, why not? Who else is going to get them? Who else has a bazillion shelves to hoard stuff in? And let's see. Oh boy, we got a lot of weird stuff. And then, while on movie stuff, for $1, I got Darker Than Black sealed, and it has a Big Lots sticker on it for $3. So somebody either bought it or Big Lots donated it to Goodwill, but it's some kind of anime. It has episodes 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I don't get to know what the hell's going on at all. That's what usually happens when you buy stuff like that used. Anyway, let's show off a few video games, shall we? So let's see. There's so much stuff everywhere here. So let's see. Here's some typical stuff we can show off. Some GameStop pickups. I haven't gotten stuff from GameStop in a while. So, I can't remember what it was called. Someone actually mentioned it several weeks ago, though. It's a puzzle game about a wizard, a warrior, and I think an archer or somebody. It's a puzzle series of that. But the 4th game's going to come out this year. But originally, GameStop has... Yes, that. GameStop has rights to do a physical Switch release, which has 1, 2, and 3. And then after that was announced, I pre-ordered that. But after that was announced, about 2 weeks later, then they announced they're going to have a PS4 version that has 1, 2, 3, and 4, which is coming out later this year. So I've been meaning to cancel that. It was the first time I ever canceled a pre-order. So I didn't know if he even let you. I've always heard you could. So I got canceled, and I bought some other stuff. So I got Crimes and Punishment Sherlock Holmes, which is part of a long-going series of Sherlock Holmes mystery games. Now, you gotta keep in mind, I have the 20% off. Played the demo of the first game a long time ago. I actually own a physical European PC version of the first game, actually, oddly enough. But I get the 20% off, so I got this for like $5 or something. So, they have a lot of cheap PS3 games right now, so... I got the Victor Van Overkill edition that comes with 2 expansions. I took the sticker off all the way. There was literally like fucking 15 stickers layered on this damn thing. The back one, I haven't took the back one off. It doesn't have the price on it. I think I got it for like $8 or something. It's like a Diablo-esque type game. And does have multiplayer, so you might want to check it out if you're interested in that kind of thing. Something I've been meaning to get myself. Dark Rose Valkyrie from Idea Factory. I'm not really familiar with this. But they had it cheap, so I got for like $12 or $11 or something like that. I'd say it's better to play on Switch because the point-and-click stuff. I'm not really sure how it plays on console. I mean, most Diablo-esque games, last gen, this gen, have mostly played pretty fine, but stuff back in the PS1 and I don't even know of any Diablo-esque games on the PS2 era, but I know in the PS1 era, they didn't work very well. Omega Quintine? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I don't really know anything about this game. I've seen it a bazillion times on GameStop's shelf before. So I got for, let's see, Elite Pro, $11.99. It says, though, like, dancing battles and shit. It's like, in a world on the verge of destruction, singing might be the only hope. So, I'm not really familiar with this, so... let's see. Oh, those. Those I'm not sure how those play on console either, but to be honest, I was more interested in getting a physical version of all. Now, admittedly, they are making a physical version of the fourth game on the Switch also, but that's separate. And combining, like, I believe the collection of 3 is $39.99, and then 4 was going to be $29.99 or something. Well, the PS4 version is going to be either $39 or $49, so it's just like, yeah, it's costing more for the Switch anyway, but that was what I got my pre-order converted into, because I was just like, kind of like, I'll just get the PS4 version since it's going to be all 4. Some Play Asia stuff I got. This I have pre-ordered like almost a year ago. It kept getting delayed. I have no idea how to pronounce Q-U-A-R, Infernal Machines. I'm not sure. It's supposed to be some kind of RTS game for VR. I'm not really sure how that plays exactly. You use the move controllers on the back, so I pre-ordered that just out of interest. So I have no idea how that plays, but I was like, RTS in a VR game. That could be interesting or a complete disaster. I told Pat about this multiple times. I got the Dungeons and Dragons collection on the PS3 version. I had somehow never knew this actually fucking existed. And it's still very pricey. It's still a good $60 to $70 to buy this on the internet. So you're not going to find this cheap very easily. And considering the license and everything, it probably could even potentially become even more pricey. This was a European exclusive for this. Dungeons and Dragons, what? The Dungeons and Dragons collection of that. They will, Sega Saturn games, yeah, they'll beat 'em ups that were for the Sega Saturn. The Sega Saturn versions are incredibly expensive. Very, very expensive. So, this is still vastly cheaper on those. And oddly enough, from my understanding, see, the Japanese version can go to 1080p, and someone told me the American version can only go to 720p. So that's also kind of an odd difference between the American and Japanese versions of this. America did not get a physical version of this, so that is, well, why I got the Japanese version. So anyway, this is a European version of this game. This is Unravel and Unravel 2 the Yarn bundle for the PS4. As far as I understand, this is only physically in Europe right now. There was no other physical version as far as I'm aware of. Unravel 2 is 2-player. Unravel 1 is just by yourself. These are puzzle platformer type games. I heard they were really good, so I picked that up. Let's see. And then I've had this for a while. I told Dennis about getting this, the Labyrinth of Wifenia. Not sure how to pronounce that. It's a dungeon crawler where you use puppets. He has made me very interested in trying it. I've actually been thinking about picking it up as something to play, maybe. Been considering it since I've been sitting forever waiting for Matt to pick a name for a character for Etra Odyssey 2. I mean, I've waited for like 5 months. Just hiding behind here. Anyway, let's see. Let's wait on those. Here's the most recent thing I got in the mail. The great. Sadly, they did censor the English version a little, apparently. But if I remember quickly, Dennis was trying out the demo for this. Let's see, nice game. Wifenia. Oh, Labyrinth. Yeah. I got that on my wish list. Yeah, Dennis said that was pretty good. I believe Dennis said he recently played it for 60 hours. Did you beat it? But I believe Dennis was the one who said he was playing the demo for this. I got to see, though, you can fight Monokuma in this game, too, interestingly enough. But this is from the cradle, I believe, of 999, right? I believe it's from the cradle of 999. I believe, isn't it? Zaku Zaku. But it's like Zanquin Zero, the last beginning. It's like like the apocalypse, and your characters keep dying and cloning themselves to keep surviving. It's weird. Maybe they took a page from Borderlands. It's like, cloning revive. The 999 game has been released. The one with the bear? No, not that one. I had the final boss, but not the true ending. But no, not the one with the bear. But I'm pretty sure he worked on that game, though. I'm pretty sure he worked on that one. I don't think the Danganronpa guy worked on it, though. Did he? Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he did. Maybe I got mixed up. They keep working and helping each other and stuff. So maybe I got information mixed up. So, let's see. I got Yakuza 6, The Song of Life, really cheap on a Best Buy sale with 20% off. Kind of shitty case. It's just a box and a booklet with a small art book. I'm not really a fan of these kind of versions of these. Kind of a crappy case for it, to be honest. Let's see. And I guess we're not going to get around to it. There's a whole bunch of limited stuff, so I guess I'm going to have to start showing this off. So this is from, I know this might be hard to believe, a new limited company. They were called Hard Copy Games. Now, this is supposed to be like basically Metroidvania in a submarine underwater. So that sounded interesting to me. Apparently Destructoid, according to the back, called it Shadow of Colossus of the Sea. Need more games like this in my life. But the Aquatic Adventure of the Last Human, I haven't played it yet. It's still sealed. Might be something I might check out. But that is from a new limited company. I know. Who would have guessed a new limited company? Speaking of that, Limited 1 stuff, Dawn Bluth presents Dragon Layers Trilogy. Dragon Layers 1, 2, and Space Ace on the PS4. I don't think that needs much introductory. If you don't know what Dragon Layer is, then you didn't grow up in the 90s. Let's see, Mages of Mysteria. I'm not really sure what kind of game this is. It doesn't really have much information on it. The cover barely has anything on it. I don't know. Maybe they were going for like an Ultima 8 kind of thing. Was that? No, that was Ultima 8. That was just like a black box, wasn't it? So, not really familiar with that one. Deal God. As in like literally a deal. Not like as in oh deal, but a actual deal. If you don't know that, you're too young for this channel. Probably. You're probably too young for this channel if you don't know Dragon's Lair. I actually kickstarted this game a long time ago for a few dollars. And they got a physical release with Red Art Games, which so far have had several questionable games. They've had some... The Bard's Tale is the best game, I believe. Red Art's game did a physical version of. Everything else has been kind of, I mean, not like bad. Like the worst one so far has definitely been like, it's like, what is it? Somewhere over there. It's like 8-bit dungeon or something. It's pretty, pretty. Let's see. Oh, here's something that isn't limited. Song of Memories. So this came out recently, and for some reason it like dropped $20 just suddenly on Amazon. So I scooped it up real fast. It's some kind of visual novel game. I'm not very familiar with it, but it's like a timeless tale of love at the end of the world. Find true love before the apocalypse strikes. Slay monsters and rhythm action battles. Your actions determine the fate of mankind. So, I'm not really familiar with that, so maybe Dennis might know more about that, but, yeah, it dropped like $20, and it was just, like, new, like, it had came out, so I'm not really sure if that was a bad sign. I mean, the artwork on the back looks good, so I don't know. But I scooped it up. See, speaking of that, there are some kind of promotion on Amazon right now. Seems to just be Germany, not sure. It's one of the Otama games. 5 Switch games for 150. Huh. I might have to look into that. See if Cheap Ass Gamer tweeted anything about that. Really? There's a lot of chicks on there if that's a Otama game. Isn't that supposed to be, well, it's a chick going out with guys? I don't know. There's a lot of chicks in this for... Or am I thinking the wrong visual novel word for that? I'm bad with most of those. Anyway, PlayAsia exclusive Ghoul Boy. They started putting the stickers in the plastic. So, Ghoul Boy, from what I can tell, is kind of a platformer, kind of low homage to Ghouls and Goblins, but it didn't look too much like it. But, also interestingly, this developer apparently got in a lot of controversy on the PC side. I can't remember what it means. Goalie game? Was it? I get some of the words for visual novels all mixed up. Anyway, I remember he got in some, like, weird controversy on the PC side of things. Something about, like, stolen keys or keys from some third-party seller or something deactivated. I don't quite remember it, but I remember that guy who does that, what was it, the Dirty Div series, did a video on him. Let's see, a gift that Dan gave me. I'll just sit this here. Is Mario Teaches Typing 2 for the PC. Yeah, one of those bizarre games that want for a Nintendo system that has Nintendo on it. Nintendo didn't make it though. Some place called Brainstorms made it apparently. This was from 1996. Better pop out your Windows 95 for this, baby. Oh dear. It's in good condition, though, so can't complain about that. Let's see. Let's go... Why not show off some of this giant stack of books over here before we get some more games here? So I got quite a few manga here, as you can probably tell. So let's see. We got... Whoa. Pardon me. Where the fuck did that come from? Sorry, I was being attacked by a spider. Random spider. My angel saved me. Anyway, DNA Angel Volume 3. I think I already had this. Hold on. Hold the show 1 minute, please. Be right back. Poor Spider. He was on my hand. I didn't know where he was. I don't even know how he got there. Sorry, I'm not a spider person. I am not a spider person. And considering I live in Missouri, I don't know about you, Pad, but Missouri has a deadly spider that lives in it. If it bites you, it will literally start wadding your skin until, like, if you get bit by one, doctors have to cut around it and take the skin off to stop it from spreading. So, yes, normal spiders do, but we do have a deadly spider that lives in Missouri, and I'd rather not have my flesh melting off. Yes, if it bites you, it will watt your skin. It will just continue wadding and just spreading. They have to cut your skin. Like, if it, like, I have a coworker, it bit his little toe. They had to cut his little toe off. He does not have a little toe anymore. So, it is not a friendly spider. Now, that probably was not one, but, brown recluse, yes. But the point is, I don't want to take a chance. If I see a spider, it's like, it's you or me, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're not a brown recluse, but I do not want to be poisoned by something deadly, you know. It's like, I get what you're saying, though. Hello! Break for coffee. Hello, welcome. We're just showing off stuff today. We already did our gameplay stream, and I'm just showing off my pickups, and we're talking about stuff of that. Got attacked by a spider just now, so we were just talking about the deadly spider that lives in Missouri, that I'd whether or not be bit by, hopefully never. Anyway, I was going to go over some manga. So, Night of the Beasts, Volume 4. Never heard of this. I've never heard of most of these, so that's pretty much me in the anime world these days. You're My Secret, Volume 4. It has Tokyo Pop branding on it. Never heard of it again. I actually took a quick look through it, and it kind of terrifies me, to be honest. Let's see. I actually got a few volumes of this before from the Goodwill. This is Volume 2. And it's like a bunch of, like, humanoid animal people with that, so. But how are you doing today, Break for Coffee? Anything you playing lately? A lot of stuff, though. Yes, we've already went through maybe roughly 12, 14 items there. But yeah, usually I build up stuff I buy and I show them off. What have you been playing? Isn't that? I don't know. I honestly don't know. If you're talking about the You're My Secret. When I looked at, from what I could generally tell, is apparently a guy somehow gets into some chick's body or something. So that's like the general gist I got from what the few pages I looked at. So, let's see. Aquanian Age Juvenile Ovian, Volume 2. Never heard of it. I haven't even looked at. We save. I have no idea. I'm not showing random pages though. The Dark Huntress. I've never heard of this either. I don't think this is. I think this is a random kind of person that tries to like emulate anime. It is done right to left like anime, but I think it's just from somebody who drew like anime or that. Killer, I'm familiar with the characters, but I've never read it. Volume 15, very, very way into the series of that. Yes, I know what Yaoi is, though. Not Yaoi, we safe boys. Yaoi, whatever, yeah. I'm not the expert in pronouncing things. Aaron had volumes of this before. Though this looks like it was a redone. Like, I don't remember the logo being like that. But this is, I think it's supposed to be based, like, on Journey to the West or something, I believe, of that. Because you got, like, a monkey boy with a pole arm type thing of that. Oh no, I think this is a sequel because it's called Reloaded. So I think this is something that takes place after the original of that. Wasn't even aware of that. Let's see. Trinity Blood, never heard of it. Volume 1, never heard of this. I find all these mangas I've never heard of. And sometimes I feel if I'll ever get something weird. This is volume 3 of Trinity Blood also. Let's see. Here's a weird one now. This one was published by 7 Seas. I found a book by this publisher before. It's called Red Riding Hood and the Big Sad Wolf. And it just has this very colorful, evil Red Riding Hood pulling on the Big Bad Wolf's cheek. Japan equal half based on Journey to the West, half based on Nubahaga. Now, I haven't read this all the way, but I read a little bit. So, like, Red Riding Hood burns his house down and takes pleasure in being a pyromaniac. And she, like, tortures this poor kiddo in this. So this is like really strange reimagining of Little Red Riding Hood. It's very odd. That one seemed funny. Let's see. Iwikiwia Gravity Boys and Lifting Goals, published by Bandai, Volume 2. I've never heard of this either. I didn't even know Bandai fucking published manga. Like, I never even knew that. What is the year on this? Kind of actually curious. 2006. Huh. Yeah, I never knew Bandai ever fucking published manga before. And this, I cannot show anything of this, because, you will maybe recognize keywords in the bottom there. I just bought that for laughs to show, look what I found at a Goodwill. I can't believe they sold that for 50 cents at a Goodwill. Okay, man, you're good. But, yes, that does say what you think it says on the bottom. So I cannot show you anything of that. That will probably be in a burning fire now. It has met its fate. It has met its joke of existing in a Goodwill. Because I thought it was funny to find that at a Goodwill. I had to do that to prove, because you can see there was a Goodwill sticker on it, wasn't there? Yes, right there in the back barcode. There was a Goodwill sticker on it. So you know I found that at a Goodwill. My eyes suck. I have no idea what that was, but I'll hit you up with, you're doomed now. No. It's going to go in a file. It's going to be burned, put to rest. It's going to return to nature where it deserves. I'll explain to you what it is, Dan. I'll explain to you. You're on a phone, so that's why you can't see. Anyway, I think let's go through. Well, actually, be right back. Blake for Coffee said he'll be right back. So actually, I'll wait a second to see if he can make it back for those. So I'll show off a few other things over here. We got Defender's Quest Valley of the Forgotten. Now, I have the GOG version of this. So this got a physical version through Limited 1 for the Vita and the PS4. This is a tower defense game, but it's interesting because it's like a mixed RPG element idea. While Pad is freaking out saying here, thank you. It's like, no, cursed. Everyone's cursed. So, it's a tower defense game where you have a party of characters that fit different roles and classes, and they all level up and have gear in that. So you don't usually see tower defense games too much in that kind of sense, so it's kind of an interesting tower defense game. It also has a really decent-sized booklet, and it came with a very big map of the world map in the game, so it was a pretty nice little limited release. But definitely would recommend checking it out if you are looking to try out a tower defense game with some RPG elements. I thought it was an interesting entry. I did play it all the way through on PC, so as far as I'm aware, there's nothing new in the PS4 version, as far as I'm aware of, but I have been playing it a little to just try it out. a VR game, Smash Hit Plunderer. I actually tried this out on, I think, Wednesday night randomly. I just felt like being active, so I was like, you know, I want to try some VR. So this game starts off a little interesting, but it really just, you're just thrown into a... Basically, the premise is you're trying to find a bunch of money in a castle. And you just go to random environments and you smash and break everything looking for money and everything. So that's pretty much all it is. Now, what is interesting, it has multiplayer and cooperative with people, but it's only local. And they can play with controllers. So it's probably would be funner as a party game than by yourself. I tried, I think, about 4 levels. It's kind of eh. I got cheap anyway, though. You should say the name of some games. We can't see the titles. I did say some of them. Like I said, Smash Hit Plunderer. But some of them I can't pronounce, honestly. There's some I don't know how to pronounce. If I know how to pronounce it, I say it. If I don't, then I just try to stumble through it. But Wonder Boy Returns, this is another limited game. This was from Strictly Limited Games. See, that's literally the name of the game? Yes. That is the name. Smash Hit Plunderer. It is in the... For some reason, they localized the title right there in the corner. So, I do admit, it is very small on that one. But it is Smash Hit Plunderer. See if you can see the spine a little bit, or maybe. Just Smash Hit Plunderer. That's it. Pretty meh. I'd say if it's like your first time trying a VR game, it's probably an okay warm-up game for that. But like once you've played several VR games, not really something special. You just grab pots and shit, smash them, and suck up money you find. I did like 4 levels, nothing too interesting. But anyway, Strictly Limited Games, we got Wonder Boy Returns. If you're not familiar with Wonder Boy is a bizarre game Sega did back on the Master System. And that got a bizarre port on the NES that birthed the Adventure Island series, oddly enough. Is that a DS Koopa sticker? Yes, it is. Do we have a DS Koopa subscriber here? Oh, now this is interesting. Yes, I do have a stack of stuff from the Twitch shopping network. Good eye there. Very good eye. You get some bonus points there, buddy. But there indeed is a stack of DS Koopa stuff here. Very nice. Very nice to point that out. But yeah, this has a bunch of, like it has the old sprites, new sprites. It's supposed to have new levels and stuff. So if you were big into Wonder Boy, that was probably a good thing. Give this man a cookie. Yes, give him a cookie. Give him a delicious cookie. So since somebody called that out, you know, I don't think I can keep it waiting at this point. Let's show off some of the Twitch shopping network stuff I got here. So this whole stack should be, yes, this is all. So my random item, this is the first time I ever got anything from his random bucket. I have at least bought something every single time, but this is the first time anything ever from the bucket. He always forgot every time he did my horse. So I got a Injustice little neck chain thingy, man. It has a very odd click lock thing on top. I don't think I've seen one like that before, so nothing too special. There was one guy who got a Monokuma. He was wearing the green coat from Danganronpa 2 Monokuma keychain. I was like, oh, I hope he has another one of those, and he didn't, so that kind of sucked. But yeah, I have a few of these from going to conventions, so it's not a big thing, but hey, it's freebie. So, okay, what's the first thing? I'm sure I got a lot of Sega Sound people, so why not show off the Sega Sound goods here first? Oh, look, some short change here. Yoink. Let's put that aside. So, okay, so first thing, I need to replace the case for this because it has cracks all over it. So it's a good thing I have a lot. So this is the Neon Genesis Evangelion Digital Card Library. I have no idea of anything of what the hell this is. But, And the back does not really tell me fucking anything about it. It has really blurry images and shit. But the case is damaged. But the artwork and the disc and everything's good. Hell, even the case thing is so cracked I can't even hold that on. So I have to replace that. It's what it says. But it was like $8, so I was like, why not? Collection of images? What is it? Just images from the anime? I don't know. It was like $8, so I was like, why not? It's cheap. Then I have no idea how to pronounce this. I have no idea how to pronounce it. I don't even remember what it was. Kelsey or whatever Cody's wife's name. It was Kelsey, wasn't it? I think that was her name. She said the name when I asked about. It's apparently some kind of dating simulator game. Let's see, El Hazard. So I bought it, but it's kind of weird because it has a booklet inside the slipcover. Like, it's just a cardboard slipcover, and then it got a booklet, and then you have another booklet that's in the case itself. So I'm not quite sure what's up with that. Not sure why it has two booklets, but sure. I mean, this mostly just has a bunch of drawings and little comics stuff. I don't know. Maybe it's just extra little ha-has. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not really familiar with it. This one, I believe, was $10. Let's see. One is a male. The other one is like artwork. Yeah, it has like, let's see. I mean, you got stuff like that. So I'm not saying I don't like it. It's just not really sure. I actually like this cover art here on the booklet though. But yeah, it's supposed to be some kind of dating simulator game. So I thought maybe if I get my Saturn hooked up randomly, maybe it'd be some funny to pop in. Now this, we still got four other items here, but yeah, it's a novel. Now this was the main thing I really wanted from the last Shopping Network thing, Enemy Zero. Now this is a very, very expensive game in America. So this was 15. I think it was. Let's see. Yeah, it was $15. It was $15 for the Japanese version. Now, this is a very weird game. If I remember correctly, you basically have little sound or no sound, and you have to listen to like some kind of beeping or something for an invisible monster that'll kill you. So, it's 4 discs. They're all in good condition, has its booklet, and it even has the little spine card thing. So, I just love how Japan keeps everything for most of their shit. It just amazes me how much shit with the old stuff they keep, man. But it's a complete good condition, so I'm very happy to get this. See, I still have mine sealed. Is it the Japanese or the American version? If it's the American version, you got some money sitting there. Last time I saw a fucking American version's like $500 or something. That thing is way too much fucking human money, man. Too much. Japan version? Yeah, that's probably not worth much then. I mean, if it's sealed, it's probably worth maybe anywhere between 50 100. I can't imagine it being too much more than that. I mean, that's a pretty good condition used copy, so no scratches on the disc and that. Case is in good condition, so that was just $15, so I can't really see the sealed version being any more than $100. But yeah, if it was the American version, you would have had some money though. So okay, so I got 2 games here. They didn't have cases. I gave them my own extra. So this was Legend of the Heroes, Tale of the Vermilion. This is the first one, which I think is supposed to actually be the second one. There's 3 of these for the PSP, and two of them aren't in order right in America. Like, I think it was 1 and 2. I think 2 is actually 1 and 1 was 2 or something. I don't remember. Somebody, I'm sure somebody knows. But, though, I know one of them was well, it was 2. 2 was the one that was wrong. But yeah, they did something weird. Either way, I got all 3 of them now. This was the only one I needed. Sadly, it didn't have, obviously, the cover art. That would have been nice, but it was really cheap, so I picked it up. See, No Clue was a long time ago. See, but what did you pay for it? Probably like 20 bucks. Wait, for Enemy Zero? Wait. Let's see. Oh, losing your memory, that's the first sign of getting old, White Carter. Well, I never said I wasn't. I can't remember when I said it. I think I was still in my yellow house back near where I work. That I said I honestly feel like I'm getting to the point where I have so much stuff. It's starting to get hard to remember everything I actually even own now. Wait, what did you say again? But It honestly, certain things, it's getting hard to remember certain things that if I actually own them or not sometimes. I got that from Jimmy Hopper on YouTube when he went to sell some stuff, which I also got. It's probably hard to see right there by my Chocobo is the PS2 Wizardry game that I asked him to sign. But I got Legend of the Heroes 3 for the PSP from Jimmy Hopper. It's a complete good release. Oh, it was only released in the US for the West, huh? What about the other two? Did those get European versions? Now, if I understand, the PSP versions were like based on some PC port or something, weren't they? Because I remember Adam from Tech TV G4 fame on X-Play. He's like, oh my, these games, terrible, man, terrible. We only got one. Oh, that sucks. Luckily, as far as I know, they're not too pricey, so you could still buy them probably. So, oh yeah, we were still on the Pink Gorilla stuff. So the other thing now, I have PlayStation VR, so I have Move controllers. Now, I did have Move controllers prior to VR, because I only needed to get one extra wand, but I don't have a lot of PlayStation Move games. Now, Sports Champion is basically considered like a demo game for it, but they had a copy, and they, on their normal, no cover case discs, their disc only one, they do a half off. Like, every time they do the sale network thing, they've done half off. So, this was just 50 cents, so I was like, sure, why not? Because every time, I've seen lots of copies and Goodwills and shit, but they're like fucking destroyed. Just completely destroyed. So, just destroyed. They're probably the most destroyed games I've ever seen on Blu-rays. PlayStation Move had more than one game. Yeah, it had a handful of games. Some that supported it and others that required it. So, I got two more. So, I got this for $6. It's a Famicom game, if you're not familiar with Famicom games. So, this is a Gundam game by Ben Stro... I can't remember how to pronounce it. This company that made this is made lots of games. So, if you recognize the little mask logo, you probably pretty good in the RPGs of that. But this is a weird Ultraman Gundam game. If you were to look it up, I have no idea how to say the English translation of the title in any regards. It is a wrestler game, pretty much. So I got for lulz, basically. But it is a weird wrestling game with Ultraman Gundams. Ultraman and Gundams. Weird. But I don't have a lot of Famicom games. I have very few Famicom games. I have the Splatterhouse game complete. I have a loose cartridge of Sweet Home. Oh, I have that. I can't remember how to pronounce it. Juniper Quest. It's like a JRPG. I showed it off. It was a really nice box I got on eBay. I'd have to show it off again. But anyway, so the last thing I got from Pink Gorilla for $12 was the Street Fighter X Tekken game for the PS3. I didn't mean to get this for a very long time, so I was like, $12 complete, and usually all his discs in there are buffed. I've only had one disc not be buffed. It was another Sega Saturn game, so I was kind of like, How to tell you have too many games and too much money? Do you buy games for lols? Congratulations! Shut up. Anyway, well, considering I bought that manga for lols for 50 cents just to show that I buy it at a Goodwill on stream, I can't show, I haven't even looked at it. I have not, like, I swear to you, Pad, I have not opened that book and looked in it. I do not know what's in it, but considering what's labeled on it, I do not want to look at it. I do not. Anyway, Street Fighter X Tekken, hey, that manga is good for winter fire. Exactly. The temperature's dropping back in Missouri, so it'll be good for the file for this tomorrow. I gotta get stuff born tomorrow anyway. I just, like I said, it was just 50 cents. I just was like, oh my goodness, do these people even look inside these books? Because I don't know how many of you shop at Goodwills, but at least in my Goodwill, comics are just one category at Goodwill, and they're 50 cents. They have adult, kids, and then comics is how they do the pricing structure at my Goodwill. So they count as comics, which is 50 cents. Kid books are also 50 cents. And then adult books, I believe, are $1, if I remember correctly. But, so all manga, regardless of its actual age group, just gets counted as comics. So, you know what that is, Pat. So, I just thought it was funny. It's 50 cents. I can't get over that. But anyway, Street Fighter X Tekken. So originally, if you didn't know, this was back when I was going to like Comic-Con and stuff in New York. But what I was going to say, this was originally supposed to have a Tekken X Street Fighter, where they would have Street Fighter characters playing in the Tekken engine, while this is the Tekken characters playing in the Street Fighter style. So they never made the Tekken thing, because apparently this did so horribly in esports and with fans, so it never picked up, so they canceled ever doing a Tekken X Street Fighter with the Street Fighter characters in a Tekken. I would have liked that, the kick Street Fighter characters in the Tekken style fighting, but that never came to be. So $12, I figured I'd get. I've been meaning to look for a good copy of it. They should just change the charge by weight. That could be an interesting way of doing that. Then Josh would have to pay more. That's not fair. All that DLC on the disc, scoundrel. Let's see. Yeah, it wasn't, didn't this have that? Well, like, there was a Vita version that had characters available, but you had to buy them on the PS3 or some shit, wasn't it? Wasn't it? I think. I can't quite remember. It's been a while. Either way. So that's all the stuff from Pink Gorillas. I enjoyed it. I don't know the Vita. Let's see, disc lock content. Yeah, I know Capcom did that with a few things during the PS3 360 gen. Yeah, it was like they were trying to say it was like, oh, it's so it can load faster or something or some crap. I don't remember. Anyway, that's all the Pink Gorilla stuff. I enjoy Cody's Twitch shopping network thing. You can find all kinds of crazy shit. Definitely recommend. Sadly, I don't know about for you all guys region, but for me, it's like at fucking 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock at night in my time zone. So for me, it's super late. When I believe in his time zone, he's doing it between like 9 to midnight or something. So he lives in Seattle. That's where Pink Gorilla is, for anyone's wondering that. Not enough sound games. 7. Hey. This ain't the Twitch shopping packing network after night party where they pack everything and you wait. I don't know if you ever been to one of those of his before. I know you've seen his thing before one time because I shared it with you before. But usually he'll pack everything live and he'll ask everyone to weight each, like the stuff everyone bought. So I'm assuming that's what you might be referencing. If not, then just coinkadink on it. Anyway, moving on. So I got one of my long overdue limited one releases of Dusk an Illusion Tale, which I actually own a really nice indie box PC version that came with some really nice stuff. But this is a Metroidvania game. Basically, it's for a Metroidvania, basically. Before someone probably brings it up. I know somebody will probably bring it up. It has 40 characters. But it's Metroidvania. And with that, I actually, because they had extra copies when I bought that, I bought extra copies of Bon Appetit for the Vita. So I have I have 2 collector's edition and 2 regular editions of Bon Appetit that hopefully I can either sell or trade or something in the future. That's kind of why I got them. I just kind of figured maybe down the road they'd be good trading material, or I could just cash in or something. Because they're the only complete physical version. They're even better than the Japanese version. Yes. Normally, so limited one games a lot of times usually has reverse cover art a lot of times. So usually, if it's a title that lets you buy more copies, they don't guarantee, but they say they will try to make sure you get different sealed versions. So, like, both of these have this cover art. If you open it and flip the cover art, it's the other one. But they're sealed with different ones being shown. So, they try to give you, you know, one of each. So, but technically, they both have both sides. They'll just flip. So, it's not like it's some major loss. It's like, oh my goodness, it's Variant 1. That's crap then. Yeah. But either way, I just like, I just figured I'd see if maybe down the road they might be good trading or something. With Yakuza 6, we got Yakuza 2 Kawaii, the remake of Yakuza 2. So I think besides Zero and the 2 Japanese samurai ones, I think I have all the Yakuza games, basically, including the PS2 entries. So, but this is a Steelbook edition of Kawaii 2. I think I got it for $19 on Best Buy, so I got my 20% off of that. So, let's see. Some more Play Asia stuff we got over here. The I Am Hero for the Vita. Again, like I said, they're putting these stickers in the seal now, because apparently people have been missing out. I don't know what kind of game this is. It doesn't show any artwork on the back. It just shows a few sprites. But considering how it talks about it, I'm wondering if it's a beat-em-up game, because it kind of makes it sound like a beat-em-up game, but I'd have to look. But it's called I Am the Hero. So, don't know. This sold out really fast, too. PlayAsia's only had a few limited editions that have sold out super fast. This was one of them. This and Unepic sold super fast. So, I'm glad I got my hands on that. And then a shmup game, Super DX Destroy-A-Not. It's some kind of shmup game. I'm sure that'd be right up at Pad's game. It looks like it's being hunted by alien invaders from asteroids or something. So, I don't really know much about that one. Then we got some Switch stuff here I've been throwing about. So, something I've had for a while. Child of Light Ultimate Edition and Valiant Hearts The Great War for the Switch physically. Let's see. You can get Platinum Trophy in like 5 minutes in that. Really? Seriously, in that shmup game I just showed? Really? Huh. Man, they're making Platinum so easy. Like, Force Persona 5 and 3's dancing game. Like, those are the... Besides the Telltale games, those are, like, the easiest fucking Platinums I ever fucking got. Now, Telltale games... Like, I don't know. If there's a Platinum even easier than fucking Telltale games, that's just sad. But anyway, this is a very nice physical edition for these. Sadly, like, I mean, the case ain't anything special, but, for originally America was not going to get Child of Light physically in any form. Then we got a Vita version, like, 3-4 years after everyone else did. And we never got a physical version of Valiant Hearts. So, I'm very happy to add this. I did get the Vita version of Child of Light, so I do technically own that physically away. But this has all the DLC. I don't know if the DLC is big story stuff. I don't know. But either way, it's a 2-for-1 deal thing, so it's all cool. It's cool for me. And then, a limited release from Super Whale Games. The, what's supposed to be I? Fairwound. Yeah, that's I. Fairwound Collection. So I believe this is 4 games. This is Fairwound 1, Fairwound 2, Fairwound Origin, and Fairwound Blast. Now these play kind of like what is that game I talked about before? Hide Glide. That's what it was. It plays like Hide Glide, except good. Now, if you're not very familiar with Hide Glide is considered like a big cult classic in Japan because it was on a computer before the NES. So, in the time Hide Glide actually came out in Japan, it was actually a big, amazing type thing. On the NES, for Japan, it was just, it was like getting The Legend of Zelda 1 on the GBA. It was just a nostalgic trip thing. But when it came in America, because the NES was the first time we ever got Hide Glide. And it was like, I think it was a year after Zelda came out, I believe. So it's like, what the fuck is that? So, without any context, people always look at Hide Glide and be like, what is this fucking garbage? So, that's why Hide Glide is something that continues to exist in Japan. It has a lot of nostalgia there for the oldie people. But, this is like and Ys would be something that would carry on the torch that Hide Glide would do, so Ys did find an audience in the West, so. But, if you played the older Ys games, or the better Hide Glide games, this is supposed to be kind of like that. But the last one, Blast, is like some kind of shmup game, so. It's 4 games, they're like mini-game type, well, not mini-games, but I mean, they're smaller games. They're like, I think these were originally like either DS or cell phone games, I think. I can't really remember that, but either way, they're just little indie games. For the Switch, it's pretty good for the portability, I would imagine. But I don't get as much fun with the portability anymore. Because I'm a big grown old man who has a full-time job. Carter, yeah, Valiant Hearts is meh. Let's see, a shame it didn't get the Soul release physically. Totally wasn't interested in the game it got bundled with. Well, still, you get 2 games. I mean, even if you weren't interested in the other game, I wouldn't let that stop you buying it. But, I've heard good things about Valiant Hearts. I have not played it, though technically I do own the PlayStation Plus version that was free. I don't remember what month that was. It's probably like a year ago or something. But I technically could have played it. But either way, I've heard good things about it. I can't really give my sense about it because I haven't played it or seen it or anything, so I don't know. Now, last Switch game I got for today, Dragon Marked for Death. Now, this was published by Nighthawk Interactive. Now, I don't know really anything about this game. It looks like, I've seen a little footage of it. It looks like it's some weird kind of Metroid type game. And it has multiplayer, which which is weird because on the back, where, you know, you see on the bottom where it tells you, you know, information, it says 1 all across the board. But then up here, let's see, where was it? Strategize with nearby friends or collaborate online and to avenge the destruction of the Dragonblood clan. But so I thought that was weird that mentions that it is co-op up there, but then down here it says 1 player. So I don't know if that's some terrible mistake or something. See, like, play co-op multiplayer up to 4 players, local or online. It says right there in white text. So it's weird. Looks like some kind of Metroidvania game. You have 4 different characters you can pick that play differently. I don't know much about it, but the little footage I saw looked interesting, so I thought I'd pick it up just in case it sells out fast. I got the PlayStation Plus version 2. It's not worth anything in your opinion. Marked for Death looks cool. Yeah, I think that's the company that made it. Yeah, INTI Kuwait's. Yeah, yep, you're right. You are correct. That is the company. This is how you don't say part 2. And then, let's see, I think everything here is, yeah, these are just a few other Goodwill PC. These are all PC, right? Yeah. So here's an interesting, this is the Mummy Tomb of the Pharaoh and Frankenstein Through the Eyes of the Monster. Now, what's interesting about this package, first, show good that way and that way. Now, what's interesting is this package unfolds one way and then it unfolds another way. So it's kind of interesting. It has these, got a little, it's kind of hard to see, a little slants in them to let you ways it. So it's kind of an interesting package, though. Let's see. They made stuff like Mega Man Zero. That Frankenstein game is is worth quite a bit on Saturn. Really, that's on Saturn, huh? Interesting. Well, these are PC. So, Journey to the Center of the Earth. Just looked like these all looked very Myst-like. So, I just picked them up. They were cheap. Beryl Hill's Course of the Ancient Circle. It just looks like mystery, Myst stuff. Beyond Atlantis, Your Journey Awaits. Now, I think I have bought this before, but I couldn't be sure. Like I said, I get a little wishy-washy on some things. And then, Whittle of the Sphinx and Egyptian Adventure. Now, the screenshots of this game literally scream fucking Myst to me, so hell, it wouldn't be surprised if the same fucking developers made it, to be honest. See, Dreamcatcher. I'm not sure what the Myst team was called, but they were just all cheap PC stuff, so nothing too particular special that I'm aware of, at least. And now we've finally gone through everything, it seems. Let's see. I think you've gotten most of those CDs before. Maybe. Honestly, if you were to ask me the thing that I don't remember the best, is probably all the random old PC games. That's probably the stuff I don't really get to fucking remember anymore. Ugh, stretchy. But, yeah, I mean, and I got a lot of them. I mean, you gotta keep in mind, let's see. Not counting the Wizardry game, everything that's to the side, this side of the yellow chocobo, all that stuff is PC shit. Just boxes and discs, and that ain't even all of them. I actually put some on a shelf in my bedroom. Let's see, you forgot a Goodwill game, didn't you? He showed your game at the beginning, damn. Oh, you didn't see that. Oh, you missed that. Well, since Dan missed it, I'll put it out again. We did always show it off, but Mario teaches typing too. Sorry if you missed that. But yes, that was a gift. Dan seems to be giving me all these very special gifts. Mario Teaches Typing 2 and Dead Rising 4, such treasured classics. But hey, it is in good condition. I mean, the disc is clean and everything, so yeah, I was like, sure. It's fine, man. I was busting your chops. That's fine. I love how it says a fun and innovative approach to learning essential typing skills. I think I've seen footage for the first game, but I don't think I even knew there was a sequel to that. So I'm not even sure what this game looks like. How you're supposed to play Mario Teaches Typing. I don't know. Did I ever show off? That really makes me kind of think about. And luckily, this is actually an arm's reach here. It's just way over here, but I don't know if anyone's ever seen this thing, but I gotta show it off since we're talking about this right now. So what you're telling me is you don't want me to tell you if I find cheap games? No, that's fine, man. I wanted it. I told you I wanted it. Let's see. How are you supposed to, without playing the first one? Let's see. You got the black JPEG keyboard. Yes, it is a black keyboard. But apparently Pad is actually familiar with this. I have shown this off before. I even actually did a small live stream of it before. I did see that Pikachu typing thing you've told me about a while ago. Yes. We were just talking about that, so I just thought it was kind of interesting to bring it. But yeah, this is Pokemon Teaches Typing, basically, for your DS. It comes with a Bluetooth keyboard that works with the cartridge. It's very weird. I have the white Spanish one. Oh. Interesting. It is an interesting game, though. It's not necessarily bad. Graphically, it's kind of meh, though. But, I mean, it does what it does, though. But yeah, it was on sale on PlayAsia, if I remember correctly. They had it on sale, and I was like, why not? I got money. What's next? Typing of the Dead. That was all. You away. You apparently don't know anything about typing, Dan. You either trolling us or you're oblivious. I don't know which one it is. But it's hilarious either way. Let's see. I use on PS4 sometimes. Yeah, it's Bluetooth, so technically you can use it to connect to other devices. I think he's trolling. I would hope he's trolling. I mean, come on. How do you not know Typing of the Dead from House of the Dead? Sadly, I don't have Typing of the Dead. I'd like to get a copy of Typing of the Dead, but I think it's pretty pricey these days, ain't it? No, I think there's a Steam version of it, though. Sega's ported, like, about everything imaginable they can to damn PC. But, yeah, talking about that just made me think about this thing. I think I spent $20 on this. It's probably going to be worth some money down the road, though, probably. It wouldn't be too shocking. I had a sealed one sold a few months ago. What? You didn't even ask me? Where's the sad Mario music from Super Mario RPG? I need that to get my case more sympathetic here. No. I can't even remember how to do it. Anyway, that's everything. Anyone got any questions or anything before we go rambling? Was Japan? It's okay. Yeah. I'm not sure how much a Dreamcast version for Japan is. See, pretty much, if it's not TurboGrafx or like how you said, a shmup game, like some of the rarest Japanese games I know are on the TurboGrafx. Like, for some reason, just most Japanese games on TurboGrafx, there's a lot of them that are very, very expensive on the TurboGrafx. And not just shmup ones. The shmup ones are expensive too, but there are a number of games on the TurboGrafx that aren't shmups that are costly, so that's definitely one Japanese console that has quite a few that we could if Pad's up for it too. I mean, we could. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's all the stuff. So, filled up this box all the way up. Had quite a haul. And for anyone wondering about what's been going on recently and channel-wise, today we just literally streamed Moss. We finished that. It was about 4 hours that. Kinda not kinda, it was a fucking cliff. What am I trying to say? Kinda cliffhanger? No, it was a cliffhanger. It cliffhung the story, so that was kind of disappointing on that, but, I kind of disagree with all these best. It was an interesting game, but I think it could have totally just been compatible as opposed of a must. Like, I could see this work in non-VR, honestly. But, I enjoyed it. But it definitely wouldn't be best. But it was alright. I think this is normally $29.99. That was okay price, but yeah. Sadly, this week's been a bit of a shaft on streaming. The internet was down yesterday for a while and that, but we got one of the DLCs for Borderlands 2 done too last night too. So let's see, yeah. If it's not a shoot 'em up or something weird, it's pretty much worth pennies in Japan, yeah. But TurboGrafx does have a lot of games that aren't shmups that are actually expensive. There are quite a few. It's kind of odd because, yeah, I'm used to a lot of Japanese games usually being cheap, usually. Like the only real NES game in Japan I know of is, oh, what was that game called again? I can't remember now. Mr. Gimmick, that's what it was. Mr. Gimmick is a very expensive game everywhere, actually. It only came out in Europe and Japan, but no matter which version, it's very expensive. The European version, though, is much more pricier, so let's see. Good show? Good show. Good show. What, did you catch the Borderlands? Or did you watch it on Twitch? Either way. But yeah, we could do some of that tonight if y'all are up to it. But yeah. And we got Kingdom Hearts done, Kingdom Hearts 3 done last weekend. See, I wanted Trip World on GB. It's expensive. Trip World. That one doesn't ring a bell. What kind of game is it? On the Game Boy. Expensive Japanese Game Boy game. I don't really know any expensive Game Boy games in Japan. I know there's one I know that's really expensive in America though for the original Game Boy. It's kind of like Mr. Gimmick. But oh, what was it like? It was a game Atlas published on the original Game Boy, and it's like Super Potato. It's something potato. You play some potato guy and do puzzles or something. It's like worth hundreds of fucking dollars in America. I don't even remember what it was called. It's some weird, like if you were to look at it, you would never think it was worth hundreds of dollars unless you knew. It's something potato. It's an Atlas. It was published by Atlas in America. I don't think they made it. I think they just published it. But the American version is worth a lot of money for some fucking reason. I looked at. No, I don't think that was it. I'd have to look it up for that. But I don't remember it looking special. I looked up gameplay and be like, this is worth like $300. What? I tell you, some of the worst games fucking turn out to be the most valuable things in the gaming industry. They're either really good or really fucking bad. There's no really in between, really. They're just really good or really bad. But for some reason, there are just so many really bad games that are worth so much fucking money a lot of times. It's just kind of outrageous. A tomato. Is that part of that Princess Tomato thing? I don't even remember. There's so many weird things out there in Japan. What you do in Japan? What are you doing? Anyway, I know what with Kingdom Hearts 3 done, I was going to do some Persona 1 this weekend, but because things happened, we're going to do some more Persona 1 next weekend. Hopefully none stupid shit happens then. I had the European version as a kid. You push blocks into holes. Amazing Tator. Is that it? I'd have to look. I'll take a look here. Amazing Tator. Can I use this on... No, I cannot use that. Come here, Pikachu. I need your smooth box. I will look it up. If I saw the cover art, I know I could definitely confirm it. So I will look it up. No. No, wait. No, wait. Yeah, I think... Wait, maybe that was it? Maybe that was it? Let's see, wait. No, here it is. Spud's Adventure. That's what it is. Huh, that's interesting. They made... Atlas published another game called Amazing Tator, but no, here it is. Oddly enough, it came up in this picture with it on Google. Spud's Adventure. That's what it is. Here. But I'm just kind of curious. Let's see how much Amazing Tator is. Yeah, it's pretty cheap. About $15 loose. But let's see what's Spud Adventure, because I could have swore I seen it for like $300 fucking or something when I first ever saw it in my life on the internet. Let's see, Adventure for the Game Boy, shopping. See, there's a bunch of fake ones, custom cartridge ones, custom. Custom made. I don't know. There's a few that say custom, and then there's some that don't say. Weird. Let me go. Because using Google's things sometimes. Weird. Let me go to eBay itself. God dang it. Sort. Yeah, see, here's some that say authentic for fucking $449, sealed for $3,414, $292. So yeah, you got these authentic, and then you see that this is the kind of, this is what makes fucking getting whale games really hard these days with older consoles, because it's even starting to become a thing with discs now. There's some disc stuff that are having this problem too now. It's just makes you always iffy. $4.99 cheap. Oh, that's it? Oh, the Trip World is there too. $499 cheap. Go ahead, buy it for me if it's so cheap then. That's way too much fucking money. Oh my goodness. That's terrible. See, a couple PC Engine discs have a super accurate weep. Yes. It makes it so hard to, like, if they're cheap, then, you know, it's an okay whisk, but it's like, if you're gonna actually pay hundreds of dollars for it, then yeah, it's like, oh my goodness, I don't know if this is weird, because you got so many assholes that buy that shit, and then they try to trick somebody to buy it for, like, they bought, you know, a $20 repo, like, people have been doing that at the GameStop's retro thing. You know, all those people, it's like, oh, look, I got DuckTales 2. Too bad it's a fake copy. People have been doing that at the GameStop because they apparently have no fucking quality check at all for their damn things, so. But, yeah, that's pretty much it then, folks. Let's wrap it up. Thank you for joining today. We got to show off some nice things. Got to talk about a few nice nostalgic stuff. What we got here? See, every Weepo should have Weepo. See, that's the thing with Weepo people, though. You have the ones that actually have moles, and they make it labeled or clearly different. And then you got the ones that don't have moles, and they want to make it as authentic looking for the collectors. I mean, they'll sell it as a Weepo, but the collectors may or may not tell people about that when they decide to trade or sell it or something. So it's I do not like the Weepo market. To me, the Weepo market's just weird. Like I remember there was a site that had like this giant, like from Final Fantasy 1 to like Final Fantasy 6. They had them in boxes, cartridges, artwork boxes and shit. I'm like, how is Square Enix not fucking suing you? It's like, they bitch about WOMs, but they got all these fucking people making physical copies of their games to sell for profit. Nobody fucking does anything to them. It's like, the fuck? Or a pain to distinguish, too. Yeah, you know, actually, now you bring that up, that probably is a fucking hell of a mess. If you actually were looking for a soundtrack for a game, that's probably actually terrible, because boarding a music disc is easy as shit. That would be really easy to fake. So, yeah, you probably would never want to buy an expensive OST for a game. Not that I could imagine there being too many, but never know. Weird things. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think